All right, guys, what's going on? It's Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before we begin, as I always say, make sure you guys give me a follow on Instagram, iHoopsFL, so I post all the highlights, all the best clips from these interviews that I do, whether it's in person at an event or a game, or even here on my YouTube channel. Regardless, you're going to make sure you see the best highlights from these interviews on my Instagram at iHoopsFL. And for you guys maybe want to see any of the other stuff that I've done around the world of basketball, you can also find all the articles I've written for a company down here in South Florida on my Twitter page at iHoopsRecruits. So again, iHoopsFL for interview stuff, Twitter at iHoopsRecruits for articles and all that good stuff. But anyways, let me bring on our guest right now. Yo, what's good, my guy?
What's good?
How's everything been with you, bro? You straight?
Yeah, I'm chilling, trying to get through this pandemic, man.
Yeah, I was about to ask because I know you guys live in Cali, so isn't everything like shut down still, or are things like starting to open up a little bit? Because I heard, of course, like obviously nothing's been normal, but it was like I guess pandemic normal we could call it. But then I heard like you guys kind of went back to square one. So is it still like that over there?
Yeah, we kind of opened up for like a little bit after August and September, then it got pretty bad. We went back to like it was this color purple, so now we're back to like how it was when it first started in March.
Oh, wait, when you say the color purple, like you mean like I guess on the map, like purple means like there's a lot of cases or whatever.
Yeah, it goes like I think it's yellow is the least, red, and we're purple.
Okay. And so have you not played a game yet so far this season, or what's going on with that?
Well, we play these like fall league type games in Orange County, but no season games. It's questionable if we're gonna have a season, really.
Yeah, but regardless, I mean, technically, like playing if you're playing fall league games like right now, or yeah, I mean, technically, if you think about it, that's a season. Like the only difference between like a fall league game, like a season game, is technically a fall league game doesn't matter, but like it kind of depends on your mentality in a way.
Yeah, they're kind of like AAU games, really, because it's like a whole bunch of courts and really like raggedy. But it's good to play. I'm thankful for it either way.
Yeah. So have you guys like not practiced yet or anything like that?
Nah, not really. We don't do too much. We're not allowed to really get into full practice.
Yeah. So pretty much, you guys are allowed to play games against other teams, but you can't practice.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the games aren't really associated with our school, but like it's our school really playing it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I get it because like how the teams like kind of like the underground team like Sierra Canyon. I don't think it's Sierra Canyon anymore, and whatever.
Yeah,
What are the
Mater
schools?
Day, Big Red,
Yeah, like Arenado or whatever. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I'm just kind of blessed. Like I have no idea because it's kind of crazy. Like I'm surprised you guys are even playing games over just practices because my school we played 3 games. They were kind of like our preseason games. So some schools they weren't for our season. This was like considered a preseason, and the game we played around like I want to say 2 weeks ago Tuesday or 2 weeks ago like this coming Tuesday I think we played a game, and all of a sudden, I guess we found out the guy on the other team had the virus. Luckily, I mean, I think all of us were negative. The guys got my results back today, but yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna be pulled off. Like, I doubt this will be the
Yeah,
first time that's gonna happen or anything like that.
yeah, it's tough right now.
Yeah, it's facts. And I mean, during this pandemic, like you guys gotta have a mentality. Like maybe something more being positive or just trying to find another way to put in that work and stuff like that, and just sticking to that type of mentality. I mean, I understand that you were injured. Can you talk about how that shaped your mentality now?
Yeah, the injury, it kind of, it was like really hard for me. I had to learn how to use my whole left arm again. So my dad's like showing me how to dribble and how to do simple in and outs I was learning in second grade, and got kind of frustrating. But I just had to go back to square one and really get it out the mud really with my left arm. And then I had some good trainers at my school, so they got me back before I was supposed to be back, and just made me more like grateful for playing basketball because now I know it could be taken away anytime.
And so I'm assuming you injured your left arm then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a lefty or is that just
No,
just
I'm
because?
not a lefty. I dislocated my shoulder and I had to get surgery for it. I tore something in it.
Wait, I forgot. So are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm a righty.
Oh, no, man, that's not no, bro. I'm a lefty, so that's kind of.
Oh,
So, but are you good with like are you a righty, but are you like decent like with using your left hand for stuff, or are you like a dominant right-handed guy? Because I mean, just the way you described to me how you have to like like work your left hand pretty much. Like, is that I guess a skill you used to have or are working to get back again? Is your ability to play with both hands?
no, I'm still. I've kind of got them both really. Well, when I first got back, it was kind of I would kind of shy away from going to the left. If you were giving me right, I'd obviously go right. But now I got better and I can go left or right either way.
And getting better. Some people do say like when they come back from an injury, they feel better and they even start like playing better too. I mean, but for others too, like they come back from injury, they're never the same. So what kind of statement do you believe? Do you believe like people come back from injuries are going to come back better, or does it sometimes have some pretty bad long term effects?
Something weird. I thought I was gonna because Dejounte Murray or Markel Fultz, he had the same shoulder injury, and he came back, and that year he couldn't really shoot. That's what I thought was gonna happen to me. I came back and I could shoot a little bit better. It was kind of weird, so I'm blessed for that.
So I guess based off your evidence, you would say that at least for yourself coming back from the injury, you got better.
Yeah.
And if so, how come? Like, were you maybe putting in work during the injury as well? Just not, with the stuff that was injured, or how were you able to get better? Was it something, just a gift from God almost?
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to really be working, but me and my dad were sneaking in the gym, working on my left hand, and just trying to expedite the process.
Yeah, I guess like when you really couldn't do anything, with your left hand or whatever because of the injury, like were you still doing stuff basketball related? Not in terms of like, watching film, but like maybe being able to run if that's possible, or like just doing stuff with your right hand only, or did you kind of just make it like an off period just for you to recover?
I jogged occasionally. I would do a lot of form shooting with my right hand, though. I think that helped.
Yeah, and did that get like at all maybe repetitive? Just keep doing the same thing every day, and I mean, just with that being like repetitive, if it was like that starts to build up frustration,
Oh
and
yeah,
if I got to that point, oh wait, I'm so sorry. Hold on, I had an alarm on my phone. I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. Hold on 1 second.
it's all good.
Yeah, my bad, bro. But anyways, like kind of doing that same process over and over again. I'm sure that maybe could have led to some frustration. So if so, how were you able to deal with that?
Yeah, it was real frustrating because just doing that every day and knowing I could watching the games were really the worst part because I was just we lost a few games. I feel like I could have helped us win. So watching that, knowing you could be out there helping your teammates, it was real devastating. But always doing only going to the gym just to form shoot for 20 minutes and leave. You couldn't really do anything. That was pretty frustrating, but I just had to be patient.
And for athletes, like, that's like one of the worst feelings where you're sitting on the bench knowing like you can make a big impact in this game, but instead you're so limited. Is that maybe possibly like the worst feeling for an athlete?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's really up there.
Yeah, because I know at least for like people like me, I mean, some of the worst feelings for a guy like me is like if I'm at a game, let's say I'm filming you, and all of a sudden you're about to go big poster dunk over 7 footer, and you miss
Hmm.
it. That's sometimes like the worst feeling because
Yeah.
that's always the worst. Like when is if the ball just went through the hoop, like life
Hmm.
would be so different, and that happens to a lot of people though. Which I'm sure the same thing for players as well in terms of sitting out and being injured too. Like that happens to tons of guys.
Yeah.
And I guess you definitely probably ended up going with the right decision because now things in California are kind of iffy with the season, all that stuff, and just being able to come back from your injury, and now you still got a whole other year of high school to play. You choose to reclass.
It was kind of. I think I wanted to mostly do it because people play all 4 years of high school, and I would only play three because last year I missed the whole year with my injury. So that played a big part. I was already young for my age too. I was already young for my grade. I mean, so and I think another year would just help me hone my skills and really get physically and better mentally too.
And definitely. So would you say like the biggest difference of you coming out of high school, let's say this year, and now coming out of it, or I guess technically coming out of it next year in 2021, compared to coming out of it in 2022, is you're probably going to be maybe a little bit more stronger, maybe better mentally and all
Oh
that stuff.
yeah, I'm gonna be better at everything. Just mentally watching more film. That's a whole nother year of being stronger. Whole nother year of being just honing my skills, getting in my bag more. It's gonna be great.
And if you guys do get to play a season, if not, whenever you get to do some sort of like competitive basketball that really matters, what are your goals for the season?
Uh, we want to win everything. That's really the goal. I feel like we came up short last year. I didn't play, but I was just feeling for my teammates. We didn't win a tournament in all the tournaments we played, so that really bothered me a little bit. But this year I feel like we would.
And you, my guy Jeremiah, you guys are both in the class of 2022. You guys definitely a pretty big time duo. So do you think you guys are maybe the scariest duo, if not scariest 2022 duo in Cali?
Yeah, we're definitely a force to be reckoned with. We haven't really been showcased like that. We have another guard, Lamaj, too, and he's committed to LMU, but we should be real good, me and Jeremiah.
Yeah, and
We
have you guys maybe? Oh wait. Were you thinking of something?
Yeah, I'm thinking like what good duos in California, but I feel like we're gonna be up there for sure.
Yeah, I was like talking. I see like thinking. I'm like what just happened? I got so confused.
Yeah,
Yeah. You straight. But I guess when you guys are on the court together, I mean Jeremiah, you kind of compare yourselves to Joel Embiid. Like I've seen clips of him. Like he's scary. I mean, what would you say is like, or what would you say would be you guys playing on the court your full potential? Like what's going to be the scary level of that?
me and him in the pick and roll is really scary. He just started playing basketball not too long ago,
Yep.
so he's really raw. He's just gotta get it up here because everything else really that just comes with watching film too. It shouldn't be hard, but um, everything else really is there. He's got a lot of God given ability.
And for a guy like him, obviously you've probably been playing basketball a lot longer than him. I know, if he moved from Ghana or something like that, and now he's in America. So this is kind of all one big adjustment to him. I mean, he's just so blessed for just his abilities because he just has some crazy good raw talent. I mean, have you been kind of like showing him the ropes, throughout his time here, at St. John Bosco and in America, teaching him like lots about basketball and just about just handling everything over here?
Yeah, just how to be an athlete on the court really. You can't really it's just sportsmanship. You don't really talk back to the coach really like that. Just pulling them aside, telling them like stuff. It's like if I started playing baseball, I wouldn't know a lot. So even though I'm good, I'd still have to listen. So it's just like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, do you guys kind of have like a big bond together? Like, I know I actually discovered you through him. Like, I think he posted you on his story or something like that. Can we talk about that chemistry between you guys?
Yeah, that's my guy. A lot of times we know where we're gonna be on the court. Sometimes I throw it up and he's already up there trying to get the lob, or if I don't throw it up, I could pump fake, shovel pass, and he's dunking it on somebody's head. So it's good. We got some good chemistry.
Yeah. And going to the recruitment process now, how has the recruitment process been?
It's been real good. For a second, it was hectic in the summer where coaches could live stream games. It was pretty hectic, but right now it's kind of slowed down because it's season and the pandemic. But it's been good for me overall.
Yeah, and you definitely have a good handful amount of offers right now. I'm curious that day, two offers in one day, like that's pretty crazy. So just take us through that whole day. Where you didn't just get one offer, but you ended up getting two.
The whole day. So we had practice in the morning with Cali Stars, my AAU team, with Julius, and then we had a game at like 2. So then after practice, we went over to the game, and it was a real competitive game because I used to play for that AAU team, Dream Vision. So and they're an Adidas Gauntlet team and stuff, and they got a lot of high major players. So we played them, and we beat them on the stream. it was like live streamed through Baller TV, and we beat them. And it's kind of funny. I got in the car. My dad was like, "Scotty, you gotta defend. You're never gonna play nowhere if you can't do this, do that. You gotta go hard. You gotta rebound. You gotta be aggressive, make a play." I'm like, "All right, you know those talks in the car." And
Yeah.
then I get a call. I'm like, "Hold on, Dad." I get a call, and it's an offer. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, well, you got lucky." And then another one 20 minutes later. So it was kind of cool being acknowledged, and I still got a lot of work to do, but that was pretty cool.
And I know we talk about like some of the worst feelings for basketball players, like sitting on the bench, when they're injured and stuff like that, knowing they can make an impact. But like just for kids in general, that's always some of the best feelings when you kind of like all respect to parents. Like I definitely respect everyone older than me, but when your parents saying one thing and you like strongly believe like they're wrong and you end up being right, like man, that hits
It's a
different.
feeling you can't explain. It's just
Is that gonna be like an inside joke, between the two of you? Like he'll be talking, and you're like, just remember the last time you started talking like this. I mean, I
yeah.
have 2 hours in a day, so
Sometimes I bring it up, but I don't want to turn him up too much.
yeah, definitely. But obviously, like I mean, for all players though, what your dad was telling you, like I don't want to seem like a dad kind of guy, but like that's facts he was saying. I mean, as long as you
Yeah,
play with
for
like
sure.
I've never seen you play in person before, but as long as players got a motor. Like, because every player has skills, but the motor is just something that separates players from the rest. Like being all over the floor, like first one diving, like rebounding all to like that's like a separation factor right there.
Mm-hmm.
And which schools have been contacting you the most out of the ones that have offered you?
Pepperdine contacts me the most out of everybody by far. Really, they call me probably 3 times a week and sending me texts here and there too. TCU contacts me kind of. It's kind of slowed down though because they're in season and they're like playing and stuff. But
Yeah. They're all very busy, like all the college coaches and stuff like that.
yeah, UCSB hits me up every day.
Yeah. So would you maybe consider, like, obviously they're not your friends, but because I mean the only people that I really talk to every day are like my friends and stuff like that. That's kind of what they are. So does it sometimes feel like some days like these coaches, even though you may not even end up committing them or even considering them, like does it feel like sometimes it's more you're not talking to a coach, it's more talking to a friend or a person just based off the frequency of them reaching out to you so often?
Oh yeah, some coaches in particular are real cool. Like we talk about everything. Some days we don't talk about basketball or my recruitment. We just talk about life and how it is out here. And I like some of the coaches I've been talking to.
Definitely. And the ones that haven't offered you yet, the ones that are just showing interest for now, can you maybe share which ones have been showing you a lot of interest recently, if any, just because, again, like the season and like that, it may be kind of difficult for them to reach out. But have there been any new schools that have been on your radar recently?
Yeah, the ones that haven't offered that contact me, USC contacts me a lot. San Diego State, Boise State, almost every day, and Colorado State, really.
Okay, those are some pretty big time schools as well. But I got one more question for you. I want to know, what are your goals for life?
My number one goal is to be a pro. Really, that's what I wake up and work out every day for, to get better and make this my living.
Yeah, that's big time. And before we get in the interview, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
Not right now. Nah, I'm gonna chill.
All right, man. It's all good with me. Well, anyways, make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at Scotty with 2 Y's. Or wait, is that how you spell your name with 2 Y's or?
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
you
it's
should.
one. It's one Y.
Okay. I was gonna make sure because that would have been kind of embarrassing for the whole interview. Your name spelled wrong, but it's Scotty with 2 Y's, then a period and an underscore. Then I'm at iHoopsFL. And anyways, for 2022 St. John Bosco combo guard, Scotty Washington. I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.